Hi guys, this is Chaya Garcia, and I just wanted to share a little bit about something called oversharing. So, someone just asked me, how do you feel about oversharing? And so I wanted to just breach that topic. I'm a relationship therapist for marriage and before marriage. And in general, let's talk about boundaries. So one of the ways that you can actually tell if someone's healthy or unhealthy is their boundaries, how much they share with you right away. So there's different levels of sharing. It's basically sharing in the beginning, in the middle, or at the, not the end of a relationship, but like how long have you known someone and how private or public is it? In regards to if you know someone for a very, very, very long time, you have an ability to share more with them because you've developed a safe space and a rapport and an understanding of what they can handle or not handle. If you don't know someone and you share lots of personal details right away, it's actually a sign of not having healthy boundaries because you're overloading someone with a lot of personal information without knowing if they can handle it, if you can trust them, what their values are. So someone asked me about this in regards to just sharing on Facebook, so on social media. Sharing is something that we all have an ability to do and also an obligation to do. We all have so much personal information that we can share with the world, and our voices need to be heard. Oversharing is something that it's a very sensitive topic because we don't want to make people feel uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's important to be vulnerable. So it's really not our obligation to worry about other people's feelings necessarily on social media because they can click off your video or shut off your video if they don't like it. And it's not necessarily a personal attack to them because you're not addressing anything specifically. So it's a very fine line, but in general, it is important to share our voice and it is important to share our opinions while being considerate of our audience, but not necessarily censoring ourselves for whomever that we don't even know is listening or watching. And so it's just really important that we recognize that it's not our obligation to take care of other people's hypothetical feelings. If we know someone feels something about a certain way, then we can be considerate and responsible. But when you share something on social media, which is more of the question that someone asked me about, it's not our obligation to constantly censor ourselves or worry about what we're saying in the hope that we don't offend someone hypothetically. Because the truth is, you can talk about cats and offend someone if that person is in a bad state of mind, and if that person's in the mood to get offended, and if that person isn't in a healthy state of mind. So if we constantly worry about hurting other people's feelings so much so that we never express ourselves in a considerate and responsible way, then what we're doing is we're hindering ourselves in our ability to express based on fear. And when we make decisions from a place of fear, then it's always the wrong decision. And we do have a voice, and it's our obligation to really share it. So in my opinion, there's no such thing as really oversharing on social media because it's our personal space, right? It's our vlog, it's our Facebook thing or Instagram, and people can choose to watch or choose not to. So you're never taking away the choice of another person. You're never trapping them. You're never taking away their ability to click off. Like, you're not forcing anything upon anyone. So in regards to just that kind of sharing, it's important that we just use it as a space to have a voice and to share what we feel is best for other people and not constantly worry about not sharing something because of offending someone, which again is really not our responsibility as long as we're doing things that we feel is in a considerate way and not intentionally trying to hurt someone. And I think it really is very important that we make a note of our intention. That we make a note of our intention, that we should always share something but never to hurt someone else. And that when we open our mouth to share whatever it is, that it's really in a way that we're trying to communicate our own truth. So I hope that helps the person who asked, and I hope that everyone uses their voice to share their opinions and their thoughts and feel alive and express themselves and really use this beautiful medium of social media to connect and to learn and to feel safe and comfortable interconnecting with the world around them, to elevate yourself and other people's lives And if someone perceives you as weak or needy, that's their perception, that's their fault. And it's not for us to try to change people. We just have to live our own best lives and not be afraid of what other people are going to think of us. If it's something that is beneficial for us, it's very likely that it's beneficial for other people. So to really make the decisions from a place of strength and from a place of hope, and share our voice and our opinions and our thoughts, even if they're not so widely accepted, because we need more views and we need more people to say what's on their mind in a way that's considerate and respectful, so that we have a broader understanding of what people are going through and what people are thinking and feeling and needing, and not just only like a small stream of people that are expressing one thing that might not necessarily be accurate or helpful for everyone else. So when we're vulnerable, we give other people permission to be vulnerable too, and we all need that safe space, and we all need that opportunity to really feel like it's okay to feel whatever we want or express whatever we need. So I hope that you guys have an opportunity to just share what you want to share, and if you feel like you're oversharing, it's something that it's important to take into account with private life, with personal friendships, to be considerate of what you say to people, not to overwhelm them, and when you say it. So like on a first date, or when you first meet someone, you don't tell them all of your life history, but eventually, if it's someone very important to you, they might learn a lot more. But that's something that takes time, which is a consideration that you give to the other person to develop a relationship with you before you unload. Because if you're unloading, then you're using them. You're not actually like respecting the space for growth that will happen naturally over time. So I hope you guys all have a beautiful day and love yourself so much. Peace.